For a 5-alarm vegan chili, what you need for this recipe: about 2 to 3 sweet bell peppers chopped, 1 onion chopped, 4 to 8 cloves of garlic, depending how much garlic you like to use in your cooking, 6 to 8 large tomatoes, very ripe tomatoes that have either been blended in the blender or grated. I'm cooking outside today, so I just grated these. This is the 5-alarm part: long pepper, poblano, a jalapeno, a serrano, a little hot purple bird pepper that I found at the farmer's market, and the super hot habanero. Remove the membrane as well as the seeds. The membrane is actually the part of the chili that is super, super hot. We get the flavor of the chilies without overpowering the chili. Now, chipotle pepper. Chipotle is a smoked jalapeno, so it lends a very, very smoky flavor to this chili. Usually when I'm cooking at home inside, I would have a dried chipotle and I would soak it, chop it, and throw it in. But because I'm cooking outside today, I have this organic chipotle pepper powder. My organic chili powder, 2 bottles of crushed tomatoes. Would recommend finding bottled tomatoes if you can. Also, kidney beans. If I was at home, again, I would be cooking these fresh. Today, because we're cooking outside, I'm using these Eden organic kidney beans. Now, Eden does have a PBA-free lining, so we don't have to worry about that. Or aluminum, anything strange leaking into our food. Non-GMO soy patties. These are non-GMO, no genetically engineered ingredients in these. And if you don't use soy, you don't eat soy, you could use a seitan, like a ground seitan, or you could even use chopped mushrooms or something like that to take the place of the meat and create a meaty texture and flavor for your chili. A handful of freshly chopped cilantro, brown sugar, a little salt, pepper, a high heat cooking oil. Okay, so either safflower or sunflower would be good. And then to finish at the end, we'll be using some nice cold pressed extra virgin organic olive oil, add some flavor, and some water. All right, so those are your ingredients. Now let's get started. Start by putting a good amount of oil in the pan. You throw in your peppers. All right, so just allow your peppers to cook for a few minutes. Once you see your peppers are beginning to wilt a little and brown a little bit, that's when you add the onion. And then at this point, you can cover your pot and just check it every minute or so. Once your peppers have those nice black flecks and nice and brown, throw in the garlic. After about a minute or so, throw in all the hot peppers, the chilies. Cook that for another couple of minutes. Keep moving it around every now and then. Okay, everything looks pretty well cooked at this point. So we will add a nice big spoon, about a tablespoon sugar. Throw in the fresh tomato. Throw in the bottled tomato. Now, if you didn't have bottled tomato and you're not wanting to use canned tomato, you could use more fresh tomato and then get some bottled tomato paste, which might be easier to find. You can find it at your local health food store. That gives it that thick richness that you'll be looking for in the chili. Good amount of salt. Nice big spoon of chili powder, black pepper, a little bit of water, and then the last thing is some chipotle powder. Okay, so about a teaspoon. Let's continue by moving this to the other burner. Brown your soy patty or your vegan meat, whatever type of meat that you're choosing to use in your chili. Once your vegan meat is nice and crispy, set it aside. This is going to be the last thing to go in. Let's move this back over to the heat. Once you see that quite a bit of the water has cooked off and you like the consistency of your chili, you'll add your kidney beans and allow that to cook for another 5 minutes or so. Just keeping an eye, making sure it's not sticking on the bottom. Alright, so the chili's nice and thick. The last thing we'll add is the vegan meat, finished with a little bit of olive oil. This does add nice depth of flavor to this chili. And cilantro, big handful of cilantro. If this sits overnight, the flavors will multiply. It's really good the next day. And it's great served right away, but it's also great to make the day before and eat the next day. 5-alarm vegan chili.